It is so lovely to find such a peaceful place untouched by mankind, which is exactly why I decided that this would be a perfect place for building a grand new city. My goal was to obtain a population of over 10,000 people in this small one-tile map. I started by building some nice residential homes for our new guests to come. However, before they could move in, some essential utilities had to be built. To start, I added wind turbines, an eco-friendly way of producing electricity, right next to my pollution-producing industrial zone. A water pump also was constructed to allow for fresh, clean water to be enjoyed by many. And finally, a sewage drain, spreading stinky poo-poo water for all the ocean life to enjoy. It wasn't long before the people came pouring in and claiming houses on a first-come, first-served basis. The demand for housing was high, so I built more, turning a simple plot of land into a well-established neighborhood. With more people came more industry on Industrial Island, and small businesses also appeared on the mainland, like this gas station that was a bit unsafe, but functional nevertheless. I needed money for the city, so I did the logical thing of raising taxes to an astronomical amount. The people were understandably not happy, but with the newly raised money, I was able to get a fire department.
Meteorologists are issuing a thunderstorm warning for the coming days. Citizens are advised to stay indoors.
Yeah, bitch about the taxes more, why don't ya? You're welcome. My city soon reached boomtown status with a population of 700 tiny people. The real reward for this accomplishment, though, was toll roads. Now, every car going in or out would have to pay $3. This led me to have an even better idea. A street of toll roads that would soon lead into my downtown area. However, the economical collapse of 2024 made it impossible to finish the project. And before I could cut funding on important things and tax the hell out of my people, a meteor decided to land. Luckily, it had no effect on my city. My people were outraged by all the taxes, but little did they know that I was getting us out of debt. And finally, I was able to build those toll roads and drop the taxes. They were happy, I was happy, but mainly just because I was just stealing their money in a different way. With all this newfound money, I built a fishing pier, and the people loved it. Even Jesus went to check it out. I also built a memorial for the flying space rock that could have killed many virtual souls. It was a reminder of why I do what I do for this city, and became a popular site to visit. Shortly after, we hit the big city milestone with a population size of over 2,600. We still had a long way to go and needed to create major developments for the city. We added a water treatment plant to replace the old sewage drain, allowing for the disposal of our poo-poo water to become more purified poo-poo water. This surely helped those poor sea creatures. This surely helped those poor sea creatures out of their shitty situation. God, I'm hilarious. I noticed that the highway bridge leading to my island was becoming flooded from the rising sea level. Luckily, the other side was completely okay, so people could still come and go as they pleased. The rising water really started to concern me, so I took a fat loan and got a disaster rescue relief building.
A few moments later.
The Coast Guard is warning of a tsunami approaching the area. Residents should avoid roads and waterfronts.
The tsunami hit Industrial Island the hardest, sweeping cars into the depths of the ocean, never to be seen again. However, the disaster relief helicopters were quick to respond, searching any collapsed buildings in the hopes to save some lives. Thankfully, the tsunami was quite small and damage was easily repaired. The city went through a lot more development, including Magic World, a place where I would charge visitors the highest price to ride a carousel, the Park Maintenance Center, which did park maintenance, an air balloon tour ride, and finally, a dam, in the hopes that it would maybe protect the bridge. But also, it was a great source of energy. I started to expand upon the open space near downtown to have more residential areas, as well as new roads to get around. I also got a new highway ramp that connected straight to the downtown area. This way it would relieve some of the traffic that has been piling up in the Industrial Island. All these improvements helped us achieve the colossal city milestone, reaching a population of 6,500 little people. However, once improvements are made, something always goes south quick. God decided to throw another fireball down from the heavens, landing in the ocean this time. However, this caused a micro tsunami that wasn't so micro for these beach property people. Valley Farms was soon established, becoming the first industrial site that did not spew poison into the air. So yay, go them. We also got ourselves cruise ships to bring tourists all over the world to our thriving yet disaster-filled island. And then, the big one happened in 2030. Poseidon water blasted my city so hard that it made Noah's Ark seem like a rinse in the shower. Nothing was safe from the colossal wave. Cars disappeared from existence. People were having a nice day, and then they weren't. Industrial Island and the city itself were in shambles. Except Valley Farm. Yay! Go them. Mother Nature must have been upset about all the pollution Industrial Island was causing because she was throwing more disasters my way than the number of churches there are in Utah. The time for rebuilding had come. I turned Industrial Island into a pollution-free lumber company, and while pollution still lingered, the atmosphere would eventually get rid of it. The aftermath of the tsunami killed around 3,000 people, so I built this fallout shelter that could house 10,000 people if such an event would occur again, along with a couple other safety precautions. I introduced some new amazing attractions into Magic World. However, this just caused a huge fire. Once the place was built back up, I added even more rides, and luckily this time, there was no fire. And I also managed to hit a new milestone for my city, hitting Metropolis with a population of 9,000. We were 1,000 away, but something was still needed. In between Valley Farms and Magic World, I wanted to get in an airport, but the place was too uneven for it. So I painstakingly terraformed the whole entire area. With the airport completed, I expanded Valley Farms. Meanwhile, I hit over 10,000 total population. The goal had been accomplished. If you would like to see a part 2 to this video, then let me know in the comments and maybe I can try and hit 20,000. I have been attempting to complete Resident 4 Remastered without taking any damage, and I'm still working on it, but the progress is good, so be on the lookout for it soon. Other than that, see you guys in the next video.